Holly, let's kick it off with you. Do you think that stereotype that I described holds, that redheaded women are perceived as being flaming goddesses while male redheads are clowns?
Absolutely. I think the media has a lot to do with that. I'm probably the oldest redhead in this hangout, so I've had decades of experience with that, and there's definitely people think automatically when they see red that you're a different sexual being than any other woman on the planet.
How does that manifest itself? Do you have any examples?
Oh my God. I've heard crazy stuff, if I can be even very blunt. Does the hair on your nether bits match the hair on your head?
And answer the question once and for all of our curious viewers, Holly. Does it? Do you have red pubes?
You will never know.
Nice answer. Daniel, do you get stereotyped unfairly due to your beautiful, glorious, flaming red hair?
Well, the one thing I can really point out is that actually getting more hair really helped me with the sexuality part. This beard has definitely been the one that's gotten the attention. The rest of it, I think, I'll just blame it on being a tall, skinny kid, period. Tall, skinny, and pale. But the beard look kind of masks some of that. And so that's where it comes in.
So there's this exhibit by Thomas Knight, right, who's this photographer, a redheaded photographer, and it's supposed to celebrate and sexualize redheaded men. Do you think it's going to succeed, Daniel?
Sure, why not? Succeed in getting people to talk about it already has. Succeed in getting people in England to stop beating the crap out of little kids on the schoolyard because they're gingers? That I don't know about.
Yeah, probably not so much. What's your experience been as a guy with red hair? Let's try to unpick the red hair thing from the being tall, lanky, and pale. Although pale goes with the territory.
That's true. And the territory is Scotland, Ireland, or descendants thereof, definitely. It's hard to say. I've certainly never had someone say straight to my face, we're not going out because you are a redhead. They have many, many other good reasons to say that.
Well, I mean, but they might not even know, right? I mean, it could, or like all forms of bigotry, people are often unaware of it.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I wish I could pull out an example of the time that I was stomped for it, but no, I can't quite compare to any real bigotry.
Dara, jump in here. What's your experience been like?
I think as a woman, it's a lot easier. And I think it might have to do with the length of the hair. You know, you can always toss it and have that kind of come hither look, but maybe that little curly fro on a guy, it's not so come hither.
Have you ever dyed your hair, or have you always been red?
I've always been red.
Never felt the need to try anything else?
Why would anyone want to be anything else?
Do you think that it makes people perceive you as more vivacious?
I do, especially the way, I mean, women are much more so sexualized in the media with red hair and men not so much. Yeah, I'm even, much more hoping that when I have a child, she is a redheaded girl. I feel terrible saying this instead of a redheaded boy. So I'm hopeful that this exhibit does change things.
Holly, have you always had red hair, or have you ever dyed it either?
I have never dyed my hair. I used to be a lot brighter. One of the benefits of as you age with red hair, your grays come in as blonde, so I'm becoming a strawberry blonde. But I had fire engine red hair, was bullied and picked on from day one. And I think you develop a redhead personality just by virtue of standing out. I think all of us would agree to that. You are the center of attention, every room you walk in because you have red hair.
What do you think, what do you mean that personality? How does that characterize itself?
Well, you get picked on, so you have to become strong, right? And you develop this attitude, just like he had with his Facebook page, right? I'm gonna stand up to what my hair color is. So I think I don't know, very early age, because I stood out, I was the mascot in junior high, just because I had red hair. You get picked and singled out because you stand out.
Especially entertainment. Does casting have a role to play or a question to answer here, in that the redheads are always, they're always cast as being geeks and techie types. They're rarely cast as leading men.
Yeah, I mean, you look all the way back to Gilligan's Island, right? Ginger, I mean, her name was Ginger even, and she was this, curvaceous, sex symbol. And you could look at Mad Men with, Annette, Christina Hendricks, and you look at Julie Roberts in Pretty Women. And I used to have longer hair, and I looked kind of like Marg Helgenberg. burger, and everywhere I went, she happened to, I guess, portray prostitutes. So inadvertently, I'd walk into a grocery store and somebody go, "Aren't you that prostitute?" And I'm like, so, I mean, we're either prostitutes or sex pots in the media. So, they kind of perpetuate that image when it comes to females, not necessarily the guys.